Right, guys, let's see. All right, yo, what up, guys? This is your boy T Dub, what's plays on the sports. We're here live. So, guys, I decided, you know what? Let's just do a live on the spot, last minute thoughts. So, whatever your boy T Dub can just get out of my head, and hopefully, you guys, if anyone get a chance to catch this live, unplanned event, please remember you can always comment in the live chat, put your input in, guys. If you agree with me, great. If you disagree, it's okay. I love it. But let's just make sure it is showing okay on the YouTube. Remember, this is T-Dub, what's plays in the sports, guys. Please subscribe, like, and share. We are trying to grow, guys. So, Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. The fight is happening tonight. Nobody pulled out. Thank you. Nobody popped dirty, at least as of now. If somebody does pop dirty, we won't find out until after the fight. Because a lot of times you have a post-fight test that you have to pass. All right, so let's get the last minute thoughts in, guys. I said before, I can see any one of these guys actually potentially, I can argue a case for any one of the guys to be able to win this fight. Ultimately, I believe Wilder will end this fight. He came in light at what did he come at? 214 pounds on the way in. To be honest, that is kind of light. I think it's on purpose, to be honest, because it's just not something that happens overnight. When you got people in your camp that monitor you, they weigh you daily. Sometimes they weigh you twice. They weigh you before you start working out. You work out hard and you sweat crazy, and then they weigh you again just to make sure you're not losing too much weight. Now, from what I've been hearing, guys, is that some people say that he weighed at 214, but he's going to rehydrate. I guess he's trying to fool Luis Ortiz, and he's going to rehydrate 7 to 8 pounds, and he'd be back up to 220, 221. And then I even heard somebody says he weighs 214. What if that's him bloated? What if he comes in at 208? I really don't know about that one at all, guys. But I want to give you my last minute thoughts. Everything I can possibly think of inside of my brain and get it out to you guys. Now, I believe the fight is going to start like this, guys. If I had to picture the fight. Round one. You know what? Not even, that's too far. Let's back up. When a referee is going through the do's and do's nods, and they're doing their first introduction before the first round, telling them what's below the belt, what's not below the belt, touch gloves and come out fighting. I think Wilder's going to be looking at him with an extreme mug. Wilder's going to be looking down on Ortiz like I want to take your head off. I think once the bell rings, to be honest, both fighters is going to kind of come out in the center ring. I think Wilder's going to keep that distance. I think Wilder's plan is to be that light. I think he doesn't really plan to really engage off top. Some people are predicting a first round knockout. I don't think it's going to be a first round knockout. I think Wilder, yes, he's going to be looking to throw that shot, but Wilder knows. He admitted that he knows Ortiz can box well. He doesn't know anyone that went to the Cuban School of Boxing that don't know how to fight. Wilder cannot afford to be reckless in this fight. If he gets reckless with the wild punches and Ortiz being a really good counterpuncher, that could hurt Wilder. So with that being said, I think Wilder's going to come out round one, and you're going to see him popping that jab from a distance. I'm not even sure if he's going to really step into the jab. A lot of people step in their jab. Basically, you put more force behind it, more pop on it. I'm not sure if it's going to be that type of jab, which may be a man jab, than a touch jab. Touch jab is very fast, but it's not really meant to do a lot of punishment. You're here and it's really fast. It freezes your opponent. It makes them flinch, so it can distract them, and you can use it to set up the right hand. Now, people say Wilder has a really good jab. I just think he has a pretty good jab. Or I think Ortiz has a decent jab as well. But when you're dealing with these two guys, and there's an orthodox and a southpaw, a lot of time their jab hand is going to be with each other. It's going to be a little harder to get that jab off as clean if they was fighting the same style fighter, or at least the same either orthodox versus orthodox or southpaw versus southpaw. But the jab is still very good. You're going to need that jab to set up the right hand. So Wilder's going to come out that first round, and he's going to do movement. He's going to try to stay away from Ortiz, and do that movement. Remember, he's only 214 pounds, and Ortiz is 241 pounds. Wilder cannot afford to go in there and have Ortiz counter or slip the jabs and dig to his body, because being that light, and if Ortiz is able to get to that body some, even if he's not able to stop Wilder to the body, he should be able to slow him down in later rounds. So all that movement that he's going to do in the beginning, he should be able to slow him down. But I think Wilder is planning on keeping that distance, and throwing that 1-2 from a distance. I think he's going to throw a couple hard 1-2s in the beginning. I think it's going to be a little bit harder to land that money shot like he did against the Stavern, because Stavern is one of them guys. Stavern doesn't slip shots. Stavern catches shots off his hands, and that's pretty much it. So when Wilder throws 1-2, Stavern is pretty much right here. When Wilder throws 1-2 at Ortiz, Ortiz is going to actually be slipping and pulling back like this here. Let me turn this way, because Ortiz is a southpaw. And when Wilder throw that jab, Ortiz is going to be, honestly, just kind of lean back a little bit. He's going to lean back so that jab can't touch him. Now, what Wilder would need to do is, if you see him leaning like this here, Wilder would need to throw that jab and throw a 2 after that, or feint the jab and throw a right hand to land it. So, first round, guys, I give it to Wilder. This is just my prediction on how it's going to go. I'll give it to Wilder just on his movement, and Ortiz not being able to catch up with him. Commentators going to be like, you know, Wilder looked very good that round, the way he moved and that fast jab. I'm not even sure we're going to get any really clean punches in the first round. The second round, I think it's going to be a little bit more step up. I think Ortiz is going to realize that Wilder's movement, and you're going to see a little bit more aggression out of Ortiz. You're going to see him trying to cut the ring off in a little bit more quick-paced steps to try to cut that from Wilder. You're going to see him throwing more combinations at Wilder, and you're going to get either Wilder reacting and trying to move out the way, or stopping and planning and throwing a couple of really good hard shots himself. By round 3, I think Wilder is going to go for the KO. Not sure if he's going to get the KO, but I think Wilder is going to actually try to go for the KO against Ortiz. That can be a good thing and a bad thing, because if he's not able to land it, Ortiz is one of them guys that stays calm. He's always looking to counter. He'll counter to the body. He'll counter to the head. He uses little subtle angles to try to do it. But overall, I predict Wilder will get the stoppage somewhere between, I would say 5 rounds. I would say somewhere between 5 rounds. Wilder should get the stoppage. But guys, once this fight, if it actually goes into deep waters, 7th round, 8th round, oh my gosh, 9th round, if it's at the 9th round and Wilder has not stopped him, I believe that's going to benefit Ortiz, because Ortiz is a thinker. Ortiz is an adjuster. Wilder, I don't care who you watch, guys, outside of Floyd Mayweather and some of these other guys, typically how somebody move in the first half of the fight, they typically don't move that way in the back half of the fight. Their hands might be high in the first half of the fight. By the back half of the fight, they got bad posture, hands down here, and they're able to catch counters and get hit with a lot harder shots. But guys, this is T-Dub. Just want to get his last-minute thoughts out here. Anything I can come up with. The reason I got the picture here, guys, because it's time to float. So I saw something that reminded me of this. It's a movie called It, and basically when it's your time and when you're done, he says, time to float. You're done. So guys, the real question is, which one of you guys do you believe is going to float? You hear what I had to say. I think Wilder is going to make Ortiz float. I want to see, honestly, coming in at 214, will he pack the same power? Bob said beforehand when he weighed in around 220, 225, that he was hitting like a super heavyweight. But now that he's down at 14, he's just hitting like a strong heavyweight. Either way, Bob predicts he's going to get the job done. Bob probably actually predicts he may even get the stoppage around 3. But guys, please let me know. Subscribe, like, share. What we're trying to do here, guys, trying to build a family of West Plays and Land. We're trying to grow, trying to just, make this whole platform presentable to you guys, trying to give you the boxing knowledge I have been training for years. I fought last in 2015, still training people now, and I'm probably going to get back in the gym at least one more round for your boy himself so I can put all this prediction and hopefully back in my game plan to pull out a big victory. But guys, This will probably be the last one I do before I go live, but remember, I'm doing a post-fight interview right after the fight, before they get to the announcements. Soon as you see the fight over with, guys, listen, come to my channel, keep pushing refresh. I'm going to be live. If you can't push refresh, hit the notification bell so whenever I do go live, you will get it. Guys, shout out to all of my subscribers. Shout out to the notification gang. We are here live. You know how we doing it. And guys, T-Dub was Players in the Sports, going to continue to grow, continue to get better, and it starts with you guys. It starts with the foundation, the people that's already subscribed, and the people that's going to help build it and make it look pretty later on. Thank you. Appreciate the time. I'm out of here.